Yo, it's Lone Finna Cut, man. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I promise you will not regret checking out the rest of my content, so you might as well go ahead and do that after you get done watching this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share the video. It's free. It doesn't require any money at all, just a little bit of time and energy. So with that being said, now I'll move on to the topic of the video. I'm reacting to a video posted by Fox News on their YouTube channel titled "Bombshell Findings Reveal Possible Proof That Noah's Ark Existed." Okay, so I've already watched the video, but I want to watch it again, and this time I'm recording because this needs to be talked about. I mean, this is an amazing thing that's going on right now, right? And I'm just curious, what are the atheists gonna say now? What are they gonna say now? What are all of the non-believers gonna say now? What are they gonna say when all of this is officially revealed? Like official. Meaning like the government is coming out saying this is factual, right? When is it gonna be officially revealed that these are the facts, this is the fact, blah, 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 blah. Whenever that happens, what are they going to say? What are they going to say? You know how they always be like, oh, well, we need science, we need scientific proof, right? You know how they always be like, whenever you bring up anything, right, they're like, well, there's no scientific evidence. Or what are they going to say once it's official? Are they going to move the goalposts? What are they going to say? I'm super curious. Because you know there is a portion of people on this earth, for whatever reason, they are obsessed, like overly obsessed with science. They need a scientific, they need scientific evidence for everything that they believe in. If there's no scientific proof, they don't believe in it. They have no faith in it. Even though technically, really, the science is all around them, but they're just not as aware as us. They're not as conscious as us. But that's a whole nother conversation. Like, you know how they be like, well, show me the proof that God is real. And then you tell them, well, the proof is all around you. You're here. You're alive. We're having a conversation. Blah, blah, blah. They still can't process that. And that's how you know that we're living amongst NPCs, bro. Moving on.
Get ready for this one. A team of American researchers working in the high mountains of Turkey have uncovered what appear to be hidden tunnels similar to the descriptions of the biblical account of Noah's Ark.
Our next guest says his newly found evidence can prove that Noah's Ark did in fact exist, turning this biblical mystery into a reality. Joining us now from Turkey is one of those researchers from Noah's
Bro, look
Ark
at the shape of
into a reality.
Look at the shape. Look at the shape. Look at this. Like, bro, if you're watching this and you're still in denial, you're goofy. Like, you're goofy. I don't care. You're goofy.
Joining us now from Turkey is one of those researchers from Noah's Ark Scans, Andrew Jones. Andrew, thank you so much for joining us and for all the good work that you're doing. This is fascinating. Tell us about your findings that could prove the real-life existence of Noah's Ark.
Look how interested he looks, man. Look at my guy in the suit. By the way, I don't even like Fox News. Okay. I tune in here and there whenever I see something interesting like this, but look at my guy in the suit, man. Just check out his body language. Like, you could tell he's excited.
And for all the good work that you're doing. This is fascinating. Tell us about your findings that could prove the real-life existence of Noah's Ark.
Thank you for having me on. Yes, greetings from the mountains of Ararat, where the Bible says the ark landed. I'm about 1 mile from the Iranian border, and in this remote area, this boat formation was discovered in 1959. But our new research has shown that there are tunnels about 4 meters down and about 2 meters high, going down the center of the boat and on the inside edge of the hull shape. And so we really believe that this layout showing tunnels and also possible support beams and walls would suggest that it's a man-made object and not just a natural formation.
Yeah, many
Look at
geologists
it,
disagree with
bro.
that.
It's a man-made.
Look at it, bro. Do y'all see that shit? Bro, I don't know if y'all see my mouse. Bro, do y'all see that? Bro. They did scans, bro. They just told y'all. They did scans on it. They found tunnels. They did scans on it. What are the odds they do a scan on it and there's tunnels? They have the measurements and all. They basically mapped it out. Like, bro.
Made object and not just a natural formation.
Yeah, many geologists disagree with that. They say, look, this is just a natural formation. But gosh, Andrew, when I look at that, it doesn't look very
Looks like a
natural
boat.
to me. What's your response to those geologists?
Bro, it is the same size as Noah's Ark in the Bible.
Yeah, so first of all, you have to explain how did an earthen formation get into the shape of a ship, and then is exactly 300 cubits long, which is the length given in the book of Genesis in the Bible. And so we have the exact length, we have the ship shape, and we're in the right location. And now we're also...
What are the odds? What are the atheists gonna say? Like, bro, what are the atheists gonna say, bro? And I haven't even looked at the comments yet. But like, bro, come on. We got not only the right location, but the right size. And it's even shaped as a boat. Then to top it off, this is the fourth confirmation. This is the fourth confirmation now. To put the cherry on top, they did a scan on it and found tunnels. So again, we got the location, that's one. We got the size of it to be exact, that's two. We got the shape of it, which is of a boat. That's three, right? That's three confirmations. And then the fourth confirmation is they did scans on it and found tunnels. Bro, if you're a trader, if you're somebody that day trades, if you're somebody that is acclimated with that industry, you know, if you've got four confirmations to get into a buy or a sell, you should probably take that trade. Because more than likely, you're gonna make money versus you losing it. Just an analogy there, bro.
Seeing that the soil inside
Crazy.
is different from right outside the formation. So we have 3 times more organic matter found inside versus right outside. So it's a
Like, come on. That's now the fifth, bro. Bro. That's now the fifth confirmation. If you were a trader and you had 5 confluences, if you had 5 confluences, you probably would scale in a little more on that trade. Meaning you'd probably put a lot more money on that trade than you typically do with other trades, because you're that confident in that trade. So you're willing to risk a little more. So what I'm saying is, If we've now got 5 confirmations, bro, like, yo, yo, he just said there was 3 times more organic matter exactly where this is at versus its surroundings.
Distinct object and not just part of the mountainside.
Can you take your work underground and explore some of these tunnels to get a definitive answer?
That is the next goal, and we're really hoping that the Turkish universities will be able to do that. And so that's the plan, and that's what we've suggested. And we're even wanting to help with designing a robot that can go down into these tunnels and film and take samples.
I understand that your organization is called Noah's Ark Scans, which probably answers my next question for me. But in your heart of hearts, based upon all the time and all the effort that you have put into this, do you truly believe that you have found Noah's Ark?
Yes, I do believe that this is the real decayed, buried remains of Noah's Ark, the famous ship. And we're doing our best to convince the skeptics and show the world this site.
Is your goal scientific, or is it to strengthen people's faith, Andrew?
I think it happens both ways. So
That's a great question, by the way.
you find an archaeological site like this out in the mountains, the archaeologists get involved, they do the science, and then, of course, the faithful will want to come out and see it. And for them, it affirms, I'm a Christian, so it affirms our belief in the biblical account.
Amazing.
I love it.
This is the greatest
I could
story
spend all day talking to you.
we've ever done.
You heard him say it. He said it's the greatest story he's ever done. Listen, to round this all up, man. I think it's safe to say that there's like a 90% chance that's Noah's Ark. All right. So if you want to be on that 10% side, hey, you got free will, do whatever you want to do. But just know I'm looking at you like you're a goofy. I really am, because like, if your ego is that big, if you really, like, bro, if you really just can't put your pride aside and just stop the cognitive dissonance just one time, when we have now the scientific evidence, then maybe you have some type of personal issue with God or the Bible or something like that, because I just can't come to any other logical conclusion as to why you would still not be a believer. Like, not only do we have this, but we also have the Shroud of Turin, which has nanoparticles that contains, bro, you know what? I'm not even gonna get into that right now. I'm just gonna say that for another video. I'm about to wrap this up. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, okay? Please do, because I'm curious. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Share this video, like the video, subscribe. And I'll see y'all later, man. Peace out. God bless. Love y'all.